This lesson is on using the OR logical operator. We use the OR logical operator similarly to the way we use the AND. We're going to use it to connect two different comparisons inside of a single if statement. But it behaves a bit differently than the AND. It's processed differently for its truth. Let's go ahead and run this form. I've got here my name, sleep 8 hours, 1956. Click on the button, and we get the usual greater than 18 years of my life sleeping. But now it says you may want to start planning for retirement and perhaps you sleep too much. Why are we not so confident? Let's go look at the code and we'll see. All right, this is the standard HTML that we've been looking at for a while. First name, hours slept, birth year. Now to the PHP code. The only change I really made from the AND condition was that I changed the double ampersand to a double pipe. That straight up and down line is called a pipe. It's often found on your keyboard as the uppercase character above the backslash key. And unfortunately, it's often shown as a broken up and down line. There's a little space in the middle of it. Some keyboards are done that way. I'm not really sure why, and it's confusing, but get used to finding it there, and you'll get a fully formed, non-broken pipe. But you put two of them together. It may look like there's a space there, but there's not. I just type, and that's what it looks like. Now that means OR in PHP. It's a logical operator. Now the difference here is only one side of the comparison must be true. One comparison on either side of the double pipes must be true for the whole thing to be considered true. So it's either this, or both can be true as well. That's fine. It'll all be true. Not if they're both false is the only way this whole thing will be false. Let's quickly look at the truth table for an OR condition. So here it is, age is greater than 50 or years slept greater than 15. So look at the conditions. Age is 60, years slept. That's true. Both sides of the OR are true, so the whole thing is true. Age is 40. Well, that's false. That's not greater than 50. But years slept is greater than 15, so the whole thing is said to be true. Likewise here, 60, yep, that's greater than 50. So once we know one side's true, we really almost don't even need to look at the other side because it's true. This one happens to be false over here, but since that's true, the whole thing's true. The only way we get false is if the age is less than 50, the years slept is less than 15. So the whole thing is evaluated as false. This whole thing gets converted into false or true. Remember, those are the only two possible things that can be evaluated in an if statement. Back to the code. All right. I did change the text here based on that because when this is true, I don't really know if all of it's true or just part of it's true. And that's why I wrote the sentence that says, well, you may want to start planning for retirement. Who knows? You might be 10 years old here. Might be a little early to start planning for retirement. And perhaps you sleep too much. Again, we can't be certain. The only thing we're certain of is when things are both false. Time's definitely on your side because you're under 50. And you could get some more sleep because the years that you've slept are under 15. So it works kind of in reverse from the AND, but not exactly. It's important to keep those truth tables in mind when we're doing this. Again, walk through your code, walk through the conditions that you need to test for, and make sure your code is doing what you expect. Remember that you have the nested if at your disposal if you need to get more precision on how these different conditions are handled. That ends our lesson on using the OR logical operator.